Hello everyone, hope you're having a blessed day. I haven't been on here for a few months, so I figured I would get on here and do a quick lesson for you. I was watching I Still Believe Jeremy Camp with my wife the other day on Netflix. Great movie, by the way, if you haven't seen it. And inspired me to want to do an arrangement of Fingerstyle. So I'm going to show you what I've come up with. Okay, so if you don't know the song, Capo First Fret, I'm going to be referencing chords as if we were in the key of D major, but we're really in E flat major, okay? So keep that in mind. And all we're doing is playing a D2 chord, and we're alternating the bass notes, keeping that D2 chord. So then we add the pinky up here, F sharp, G. That's the bass notes over the chord, okay? And the melody that the electric guitar player is doing, we're going to incorporate that in with chords, so chord melody. So what you hear in the beginning, it's going, it goes, that's basically what I'm going to play with chords. So I'm going to do it off a D chord. I'm going to go. So what I'm doing there is I'm playing my D like this, and that's the first part. And then I add the C sharp and I go. With that part of the chord. So I'm lifting it up and then putting it back down. So, okay, now from here, because we have the D and we have the C sharp in the bass, an easy way that you can transition to this next chord is move this finger down to here and then add your pinky down here. So we're going to make F sharp here the bass note, or you can also play the lower F sharp like this. So you can go like this is one way. So like that, or I can throw this all the way up here and I can keep these two fingers like this on that note in here and then add the B note here. The F sharp. Then I would slide this to the G. That's all on the high E string. So it would sound like this. Or, here's the second way. So I'm playing the G like you know it, like an F. There's an F chord slide up to a G, and I'm adding my pinky. So the melody that's just a regular D, but I'm playing it like this because I'm going to add that. It's easier. You could go like that and put your pinky up there, but I play it like this. So this is what it would sound like slow. And that's just like some people would call it an add 9. You could call it a G2 because I'm adding the A. And then you add your pinky out here. Pinky. So that's the intro. Okay? Now we get into the verse. We're going to do those chords like I showed you in the beginning. But I'm going to incorporate the singing. So I'm going to go. So. To a G with a D. So. That's how it would sound fast. Then I'm going to play my D on the second part of the verse like this. Because I'm going to play that D chord with that bass note. It's just easier for me than throwing that pinky out. I rather go like that. It's just way easier. So. That's what it sounds like, kind of fast. Okay? Now, remember what I tell you guys about picking. I don't necessarily think too much about what strings I'm going to put in between the melody as I am concentrating on the melody. So I want the timing to be there. I want the notes that are incorporating the vocal melody to be there. And then everything else, I just want to make sure I'm keeping a steady beat going, you know, whatever timing I'm in. So I'm just playing around with the melody. I might not even play it the same every time I do it. I'm focusing on the melody, so keep that in mind. Now we get into the pre-chorus. So coming out of the second time. It's now B minor 7 that I feel that I'm hitting that note with my pinky. So it's now that I feel. I'm playing an A, but I'm extending out to catch that note. So I'm leaving it down when I go to the A from the B minor 7. So I'm going so it's now that I feel. Now here we're going to go I'm going to add the G note up here. I'm leaving that pinky down. I'm going to go, your grace fall like rain. Okay, so again, it's, so that's how the progression goes. So it's, that's how you would pick it. Okay, one more time. From every fingertips. So as I'm playing that G chord, I'm going to go from every back to the B minor 7 with the pinky down. So I'm going, that's the notes I'm hitting. 1, washing away. Hitting the high note there. So again, beginning of the pre-chorus. From every fingertips, washing away my high note to the G pain. All I'm doing is top, bottom. You can add this note here. So I'm going into the chorus. Okay, so again. Chorus. So that's a little bit how you play it. So what I'm doing there is I'm going, I still believe. So I'm adding that one finger, and that's basically the chord I'm playing. So I'm barring right there, and I'm adding that note. I'm adding those two notes. So I still believe in your faithfulness. So that's the B to the 2. So 3 to 2 with the G. Then I'm dropping this down and I'm getting the 7th. That's the F sharp. To the D again. D2, I still believe, bar. Now this time he doesn't go to the 2 on the second time. So the first time he's going. Right? Second time. He just stays there. Then repeat the first part. Even when I can't see. So that's just a D2 chord with an F sharp bass. And I'm adding the high E. Even when I can't. So to the G with the D. I still believe. Back to that intro. So again, chorus. Back to that part, okay? Oops. And then it repeats, but there's a little variance in verse 2. So even when answers, that part. So we got to say that. So it's different. So even when answers slowly unwind, it's my heart, and I see you prepare, right? So what I'm doing there is I'm holding this note down, and I'm hitting those two strings together. 3, 3 and 4. Even when. Then I'm adding that. So open B to that D note. So even when answers slowly unwind. That's that D2 with the F sharp. Slowly hitting the high E. I'm going to that D2 with the G. It's mine, I see you prepare, right? So, again. Pre-chorus. Now we go into the bridge. Okay, the bridge, the chords are, so we're playing like a B minor, but I'm not barring my first finger. So I'm going to lift it up, and I'm going lift it up, and then I'm using the A as the bass. Then I'm going to this major 7, adding the G, back to the A. So now you hear the electric guitar, he's really going. But I'm going to go something like. So that's all I'm doing. So I'll intro it like that when I'm coming into the bridge. Now it goes into the singing. So what I'm doing there is I'm going, I'm doing this B chord, like a B2. Because the melody's going. So that's like what the melodies sing. So I'm going to be doing that with the chords. So I'm going to go B2, A, G. So I'm constantly doing that as I'm changing the chords. Now there, just a regular A. I'm not going to hit that note. Then a G, one finger. So, so that time, on the second time, I'm doing the A and I'm hitting that high note because that bass line went. I mean, the melody, sorry. Help me to. Na, 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 that you are. That's A sus to A. Okay, so again, coming out of the chorus. I mean, the chorus. So again, the chorus goes. Even when. Okay, so that's basically the whole song. Now, what I would suggest, like this is how you're going to work it out. So when I'm learning things like this or putting together an arrangement, the first thing I always do is learn the chords, right? Then I'm going to incorporate the melody. So if I was going to work on it for the first time, like if you guys are wanting to learn this, I would start off by doing the melody with the chords without even worrying about picking, just so you get the timing and the arrangement down. So I would go something like, in the beginning, you would just do it simple. You would go. Now the vocals. Right, and then you add the pinky. Like that. this chord. Oops. Okay, so you got the idea. Then when we get to the bridge, so there you go. That's the whole song. If you guys have any questions, as always, you can reach out to me. I always leave my email in the description. If you want the chord chart, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. And if you like what you see and you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And if you want me to learn a certain song for you or teach it on here in regular strumming, fingerstyle, whatever it may be, just ask. Because, you know, a few years ago, I started learning fingerstyle myself because I got tired of just, you know, constantly just strumming chords. So I wanted to spice it up a little bit and give it a little bit of character. So, you know, you can incorporate things like this when you're playing with a band. Of course, you're not going to play the whole song in fingerstyle if you have a singer, but in certain parts and songs, it gives it a lot of flavor to where you can incorporate some of these things into it and make it sound really nice. So that's the whole concept of why I'm teaching these, just to help you better understand the song and how the melody and the chords work together, and then you do what you want with it once you learn it, okay? So that's it, and, you know, as always, make sure you glorify God with your gifts and your talents. God bless you guys.